whole time.
Who knows?
So, hey, the best parts of this show take place when the camera's not on.
Yeah, when the camera's on, I freeze. I'm
I
really
mean,
funny
you
in
do
between.
not.
A little
You're
bit.
fine. You guys are
We've
fine.
had a lot of fun.
But you know what? We also do, that happens on the radio show. We do a show on KZKORadio.com. It's called
Continue.
KZKO Radio The Vibe, and it's called Counterculture and, Counterculture Colorado and Beyond. Every Saturday from 1 to 2, you can catch it live, or you can listen to that as well because it's
You can
digital
look at
media.
that too, but you
can
really
look
won't
at it.
see anything. You might want to listen to it.
Yeah, we were
I don't
laughing
know, they're
because
mocking the pictures of it. I mean, there's a picture every show.
There's
I'm
always
like,
pictures.
no,
These
somebody
freaking
said
pictures.
that we are his Colorado princesses. Because we talked about
Nice.
raising money for Alyssa, for the princess, because she wants
Nice.
for Make-A-Wish, she wants to see princesses.
Yes,
And then
October
someone
8th
else
here at
said
Herman's.
all the Santa's helpers, beautiful smiles from all the Santa's helpers, or something like that. Because we have Santa hats with a spider on them, because they're Halloween helpers.
And
That
they
was
look good on
TJ
us.
had such that
I
was
thought
such
they
a
looked
You
cute
did
on us.
great. It felt very festive.
I brought mine.
Yeah.
What
thank
did you call it? I forget. You said something.
Halloween's
Halloween
helpers. Yeah, a
Halloween's
play
helpers,
on
yeah, it
Santa's
was good.
helpers.
Satan's
And
wives.
people can drop the costumes off here at Herman's.
I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
here at Herman's, and then Saturday on the radio show, I'll drop those other two. I'm really getting sick of the paint fume. You know, I'm pretty high.
They're
and
awesome.
It's not the kind
they're
of high I
awesome
like.
boxes,
Thank
and they're
you.
For an
adorable,
awesome
and you
cause.
can't miss them. They're
Yeah.
beautiful, and it's a great
faces
cause.
are on 'em.
The boxes are to drop off costumes for kids who maybe can't afford them, or parents who are freaking out, because as you noted, it's the beginning of the holiday season.
That's right. It just keeps. This is the first money spending. I heard some figure on the news the other day. I wish I wasn't
Candy
high.
alone is.
Wish I wasn't high, but it was a very high figure of what they estimate Americans to spend on Halloween, and it's very high up there. I mean, it far surpasses a cheap ass turkey for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So,
spend big. Halloween's one of my
yeah, it
favorite.
is. So
That's because you're a psychic.
yeah, and then like I cited too.
I like to
mean,
be someone else.
It never fails. You have some little shit kid born right in the middle of these holidays, and then
Right.
boom, there's that little shit in his birthday.
Oh my Lord! She's
my-
gonna go home and eat her young in a minute.
My kid is December 16th, and this is what he says every year on his birthday. I say, "What do you want?" He says, "I'm thinking 500." 500, and he says, "Combine that with Christmas, and you talk to everybody. I want $500."
That's cheap.
The fuck is
Cass?
that?
That's getting off cheap.
Cash? I couldn't even say it. It's so foreign to me. Cash? Cash? Cash?
Cash.
Cash?
Oh, yeah, cash only.
IOUs
take card,
aren't
doesn't
gonna
take
work.
checks.
You
He
should
doesn't
get a
take
box
checks.
full of IOUs, like $10 IOUs.
Maybe I
Here's
should
your
just give him a
500.
shout out for
What
a gift.
happened
I'll
to
shout
the
the kids
paper
out.
bouquet with the
I'll give it to you in trade, son.
Yeah, and I won't even charge him for it. I'll just shout him out for
My
free.
son does the best chores.
No, not like that. It has to be honest.
Oh look, mommy picked dishes. That's my present. You fuck.
To be honest.
You dirtied the dishes. You're
Oh God.
My
okay,
kids,
anyway,
they're
we're laughing.
shit for brains,
But this
okay?
is a really interesting video that I got for the pot, because it's legal here in Colorado. For those of you in Brazil, buena notte, Brazil. We love you. It's legal here. That was my point.
Yeah, we
so
saw
anyways,
it.
let's look at this quick.
well, hell, if you're in Nebraska and you're watching this show,
Come visit us.
But she's not
We got the
talking about the
goods.
getting high part of it. We're talking about
No,
the
this is the-
very
yeah.
serious medicinal.
Yep.
Which I back.
You back all of it.
I back. I mean, that's why I
Look at my
smoke every
back.
day. It's
Oh, you
preventative.
can see my bra strap.
I can.
I'm gonna just sit here till this TV comes on. I'm gonna get
Should I
real
show my ass?
comfortable. So
there
you're
goes
in
our
the ladies'
Emmy.
room.
We were in the running for the Emmy.
Son of a bitch.
And now
Hello.
that's
And
just
any
my
minute
luck.
now, we're gonna see ya.
Sorry,
There
guys,
you
we're
go.
having a
Bear with
technical
us.
difficulty.
It's okay. Liz is the brains. Like if I was back there, we'd never get the video.
Oh, I know.
I would
I'd
just
be-
have to narrate
TJ'd
it.
be like,
I'd be recording this on my Go phone.
I know, right? Oh god. Okay, so this. Anyway, this.
Hi.
Oh, here
Following
we
the
go.
news that MPs are backing a call
Here
to
we go.
legalise the use of marijuana for medical use, I wanted to film this video to show the effect of taking marijuana on my tremor.
We're not looking. We're not seeing it, Liz, up here.
Okay.
I have early
Just
onset
FYI.
Parkinson's disease, for which I've had deep brain stimulation surgery, which does a fair job of masking my symptoms. But for the purpose of this video, I've switched my DBS off. So what you're seeing here is my Parkinson's tremor with absolutely no medication
see this.
whatsoever. I cannot tolerate the prescription medication for Parkinson's disease. They make me feel extremely unwell.
I wanted to see his tremor.
What I'm going to do now is to self-medicate with some marijuana, and then
They're
come
seeing
back
it,
after
though.
20 to 30
Right.
minutes to show you the difference.
Silence my phone. That sound is his trimmer hitting the couch.
Okay, it's now 20 minutes since I self-medicated with approximately 30 milligrams of marijuana, which is just a small pinch, taken using a vaporizer.
Can
You
we
can
do
see
it
that
over?
my
It's
tremor
only,
has
it's
calmed
pretty
down
short.
significantly.
Yeah, we can do it over.
Let's do it because
Okay, and so
I want
what-
to see the trimmer.
What we're about to see is his trimmer before and after being
Yeah.
treated with.
Following the news
Here
that
you go.
MPs are backing a call to legalise the use of marijuana for medical use, I wanted to film this video to show the effect of taking marijuana on my tremor. I have early onset Parkinson's disease for which I've had deep brain stimulation surgery, which does a fair job of masking my symptoms. But for the purpose of this video, I've switched my DBS off. So what you're seeing here is my Parkinson's tremor with absolutely no medication whatsoever. I cannot tolerate the prescription medication for Parkinson's disease. They make me feel extremely unwell. What I'm going to do now is to self-medicate with some marijuana and then come back after 20 to 30 minutes to show you the difference. Okay, it's now 20 minutes since I self-medicated with approximately 30 milligrams of marijuana, which is just a small pinch, taken using a vaporizer. And you can see that my tremor has calmed down significantly. In fact, it's almost completely under control. Sense of relief is overwhelming. Apart from calming my tremor, there are one or two other symptoms that the marijuana has affected positively. Dystonia, which causes my right foot to curl over and is most uncomfortable, is lessened considerably. My voice feels stronger and it's easier for me to get words out.
So that isn't that amazing. So Liz, you've seen the video a couple times now. What were your thoughts, having seen it a few times?
Yeah, it was it was mind blowing because
took on a goat's eye view of the world has been.
sorry.
Good thing that wasn't my computer. It would have been
Right.
like,
Oh,
stick it in
no.
my ass.
Oh my god.
No, play the next video. Yeah, it's mind blowing because you see the entire difference. I wonder if people would be skeptical because they, he didn't show himself medicating, on the video.
Right.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
No, so you have a ton of experiences and have been in the Marine Corps. You do the not mind reading, you're medium, but you also do the
clinical forensic
yes,
hypnosis and
I can't say that 5
Yeah,
times
it's a
fast.
big word.
It's gigantic
Big word.
title.
some
I know.
shiat.
You've been through
I
it.
got the magic pill.
So what do you make of this? Like, do you see any problems? Like, do you see any problems or abuse with this kind of thing? What kind of? Do you see any problems with using medical marijuana?
Well,
in
I mean,
this-
except that it's
this
illegal.
way?
I mean, you can't use it if you're on probation. I mean,
Okay.
And that's
You
not
know-
true. That's not true.
Yeah,
They
actually,
have now.
they introduced a House bill where
Really?
parolees could actually use it
Yep.
as a medical situation,
Correct.
but the parole officers still give a verbal order that they're not allowed to do it. So if they do,
just
even
like
though it's
alcohol,
legal,
even if it's legal.
they
Right.
they will.
Is that like
violate them.
federal
But it's
law,
not
but
alcohol
aside
because
from
it's
local law?
considered medicine.
Well,
Right.
Still
Well-
dealing with state probation or state parole officers is a
Okay.
different situation. If the feds wanted to come down on it, they probably could, but they won't.
And
Well, and
that's
it's
the
up to
same
your
thing
parole
out
or
here.
probation officer if you're going to get
Right.
drug tested as well. So that doesn't necessarily have to be a part of your treatment plan. I mean, certainly there's a lot of don't ask, don't tell going on.
Right.
But if you
know,
were in for any kind of drug usage, I mean, there's a 100% chance you're going to be doing UAs if you're on probation or parole.
I
So,
would
I
find
do
it
4 a month,
difficult.
and I wasn't.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So that's the issue that I would see. Or
Okay.
if someone, some people actually don't tolerate marijuana very well. I don't know what the percentage of that is. Allergies. I know.
I'm chomping at
you
the bit.
I know.
Yeah,
yeah.
let me go.
So I think the only thing would be the downsides of what the penalties are if you're in a state
Okay.
that doesn't allow
Right, yeah.
marijuana.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
a
of
medication's
course.
a medication's a medication's a medication.
But and you, a self-proclaimed pothead.
But
have you-
medicinally as well.
Okay, yeah.
I started working at the medicinal dispensaries when they first started up in Colorado, and I support it 100% medicinally now. What that guy did, I guarantee you, he didn't go smoke a joint. There's a procedure of taking marijuana medicinally that isn't just smoking a joint. It's a highly concentrated oil, and the best way, like, to treat cancer, to kill cancer, 100% kill it, which it's being proven. FDA has proven it. You have to ingest it as an oil,
Okay.
and so it's not just
Do
smoking.
you know why that
pot.
is? Like, what the is the
It's-
Yeah, the
just a different way
stigma,
of-
the stigma around using marijuana is the problem. I feel.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
and it hasn't changed out
so
in
many
Colorado
things.
either. I mean, it still hasn't
Yeah.
changed. You know, with you were talking about the feds. Now we have the whole. It's illegal out here. It's completely legal, but dispensaries still cannot use bank. They cannot bank. They
Right.
don't
All
have anywhere to
cash.
bank their money.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yes, they do.
nah.
Because I build vaults for them.
well, you know what I mean. You know,
Ralph Hardy, catch him on Facebook.
but because it's federally legal
Right.
and the banks are FDIC insured, when I worked at the pot shop, I'd get paid cash.
Right.
And I'd go deposit it inside, you know, and I'd ask them if we were done. And they'd say, yeah, we're done. And I'd say, all that money, there's pot all over it. That money's riddled with marijuana. And I'd walk out, and they were like, you know?
Fuck
I don't wait. I don't get it.
I would,
because
I
they're
would,
not supposed to take your
I
money,
got a
so she would
paycheck
tell
and
them
paid
after.
in
Oh,
cash.
gotcha. Oh, you
So,
said that to
yeah.
the bank.
So I
Oh,
would
okay,
take
gotcha.
it into the bank and go tell them after they deposit it, you know, if we're done, I just wanted you to know that riddled with marijuana. I even blew a hit on it, bitch.
Make
She probably
sure.
smelled it.
I've done that in the drive-through. You can blow a hit in the little round thing.
Oh my
on.
God.
Liz,
Did you
Liz?
really?
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, goddamn right. Shit. And you know those uptight
Were you dressed
fancy
like a clown?
No, those uptight fancy pants bankers, they all smelled that shit, and they were looking at the stoner
I
fucking
think you'd be
janitor.
surprised here in Colorado. They're
Depositing
probably all
wads
like,
of cash.
you're driving away, and they're like,
Yeah,
"I got you."
I know.
I'm wondering if it proves that Parkinson's is more of a chemical problem than a brain issue, because he said he already had the section of his
Well, I
brain
don't know because a
taken
lot of
out that-
anxiety is that a
That can
chemical
be
or not? 'Cause-
frontal lobe epilepsy can give you outbursts of emotion, out of control, you know, different. But I mean,
But
so
the
I think it's interesting
marijuana-
indication on
the
Parkinson's.
marijuana does something to tell the brain not to have those tremors or seizures. And then, like he was saying, there's other benefits. He went over a couple of them, but I also remember appetite. That's huge because when you're sick, you don't have an appetite. And
Yeah.
that's why that some cancer patients would take it, not to cure it, but to help them with some of the
right.
symptoms.
You have to keep your strength up if you're going to
yeah.
fight off a.
And I mean, let's face it, if you're suffering and you take something and it makes you feel euphoric, fuck it, do it.
Yeah.
Fuck it, do it. You're sick. Fuck
If
it,
you're
feel good.
So, did you have
Fuck
a lot
it.
of marijuana in prison?
I never really had a lot of marijuana. I mean, I really only smoked marijuana twice when I was about 12 or 13.
He didn't
that's
inhale.
too. It's too.
And-
you can't do that in prison. They'd smell it
Yeah,
or whatever.
it's
Yeah.
smell-
Oh, they do
Yeah.
it all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, out here it's a little different.
But it's butt
you know.
weed. Someone had to bring it
Yeah.
in through
Oh my
their
God.
butt.
Yeah.
You don't want to smoke
Yeah, they
that.
call it ass weed. It's real skunk bud.
This stuff tastes like shit.
What's this taste?
Seeds and stems.
Oh, yeah, that's...
That would hurt.
Not too many stems.
Hopefully
Your
the
mule
poor guy.
gets tired of stems, I promise you.
The mule's like, I'm not doing this anymore.
She's like,
Your
I break
mule.
up with you, bitch. Get your own ass
have you
weed.
have you
Buy a
heard
grinder.
have you heard any stories of somebody that's sick benefiting from?
Yeah, I have a couple friends of mine that are on medical marijuana, and one of them takes Dilantin for seizures, and since he started smoking marijuana, he doesn't have to take the Dilantin anymore.
Right.
It keeps him from having the seizures. So, I mean, to each his own.
There is actually a medication called Marinol, and they have had this for years and years and years. But
Now,
you gotta-
Marinol's legal if
but
you're on
that
probation.
is a derivative of marijuana.
Oh,
It's
really? I
marijuana
didn't know that.
Tylenol. Yeah,
Really?
it's Marinol, and everyone in jail always tries to get it, you know, because they ask you what prescriptions you're on, and we all try it. Marinol, no, I swear I have lots of it, but they never fall for it. But yeah, I mean, if you look at all of our illegal drugs versus our legal drugs, most of them are made with derivatives of our legal drugs. So yeah, sorry, was
All
I
right,
freaking
no.
out? I kind of
No,
I get
not
fired
at all.
up.
No,
Let's
you're
talk about the
passionate
Jags
about it.
again.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
Jags.
Go Jags.
Shit. 0-3.
Well, aren't you two little lovers? You maybe should go to see where are they from?
They're from Jacksonville. It's
I
football.
never heard of them.
It's football.
I never heard of
Nobody
them.
else has either.
Only these two have.
Because they're the smallest franchise in the league.
Yeah, and we
What
suck.
do we got? TJ? What's happening next?
What's happening next? I think Gina's got a segment coming up next. Do you?
I don't
Do
know.
ya?
Are we before the break? I have a hoarder news.
No, not before the break.
Yeah, after the break. Okay, so we'll come back after the break.
I have
and we'll-
hoarder news.
And we're gonna find out our hoarder news. All right, we're
And don't
all
forget,
interested.
October 8th.
Yeah,
here
we'll
at
talk about
Herman's.
that too.
We'll talk about that too.
We'll let
Make
you,
a wish.
It's all about you, Gina.
We'll be right back. Here.